It is 7:34 a.m. That's audible activity creation. Those are demons stalking in the path. Gardeners, and using leaf blowers to stalk in the path. I want to show you what's significant about what they are doing, which is relevant positioning and audible activity creation. They're doing it under what is the fake sun, and at the time, which I cited, which is 7:34 a.m., at the location, which is also relevant and highly probative for what those demons are doing, which is also facilitation for massive monitoring with communication devices on behalf of the state of California. And you'll recall this venue. This is the highly documented criminal establishment that is the OVITT Family Community Library. This is the back parking lot. This is the fake sun, and it is conclusively revealed as what is not the actual sun as we know it at this time, 7:34, now 7:35 a.m. I am speaking to what is the presence of the light source as I documented it on January 22nd, 2022. Remember, I'm at Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue, and while I'm at the Starbucks, I'm on the intersection, specifically at Holt and Vineyard Avenue, at 111 North Vineyard Avenue. I'm on the property of the Starbucks, and this is at 7:35 a.m., meaning I've already left the venue where I'm sleeping in a car and the entity is stalking. The state has kept its fake sun in the window of the vehicle, moving it to be directly in alignment with me at that Starbucks, at that parking lot, which you see on video. And now, while I'm at that property, at that Starbucks, I am on the property, and I'm facing what is the direction east. Okay, I want to be clear. I'm on the property of what is the the OVITT Family Community Library. I'm facing what is the back parking lot, showing you what are group stalkers. These are demons who are stalking in the path. Their entire focus is me. They are under what is a light source. They are psychopaths, the demon possessed, acting like they're doing something else. They're not focused on digging in the trash. They are trash diggers nonetheless, but they are stalkers who are of that demon possession. They are engaging in what is monitoring. Those leaf blowers are creating audible activity around me with knowledge of the fact that they're being documented. It is an entire impossibility that the actual sun is going to be present, visible over me in the same perfect alignment in the parking lot of what is the OVITT Family Community Library at 215 East C Street at 7:34, now 7:36 in the morning, when I am also showing you what is the light source that remains for us. Again, I remain there for hours at the Starbucks at 111 North Vineyard Avenue. And while I'm at that property at Starbucks, remember, I'm facing a certain direction, and I'm always pointing out the light source. The actual sun is not, in other words, right here in this direction in front of me while I am facing what is east, and also behind me over the property, leaning over at 7:38 a.m. as I just documented the other day at 630 North Fern Avenue. That is not the case. And you also know that because while I'm at that property over there, the light source is over me over there, which is why I'm able to capture video documentation for your own eyes to see and witness demonic activity, while that light source, which is not possibly the sun, is indeed over there where I'm at that time, and remaining in the window or remaining over my head as I walk or as I am transported in any mode of transportation. This is not the actual sun. It's an impossibility. This is at the venue of what is the OVITT Family Community Library. It's now 7:37 in the morning, and the light source documentation for what is relevant with regard to what is revealing a fake sun, revealing what is state surveillance in the state of California, and what is a satanic targeting system, instrumental with regard to the monitoring with communication devices. I want to be clear, this is relevant for the time of year documentation where the state is keeping a fake sun right here in alignment with this entrance, right here at the C Street turn circle, where I have gone day in and day out and showing you what is the fake sun remaining. What are you going to pay attention to? That's just the opposite side of this building until, what are you talking about, 4 o'clock in the evening. All right. And that's just, again, isolating this pattern of conduct to the OVITT Family Community Library, because at the Upland Public Library, which is a city north of this location, the entity is maintaining a light source from 5:12 p.m., which is mutually exclusive. There is no migration of the actual sun, that is going to be in alignment, aiming direct light into the depths of the OVITT Family Community Library while remaining present over what is the Upland Public Library, where you can only see an exclusive sky space, and it's remaining over the same street. That's D Street. And I'm just pointing in this direction because Upland is generally in this direction. It's remaining over D Street until after 5:12 p.m. Nonetheless, let's focus on right now. I'm using a timetable, all right, showing you what is not the sun, and the light source remaining over me coming from the museum. It's 7:38 a.m. The light source is not over 630 North Fern. The light source, as I documented the other day, documenting the demon that engaged in criminal summoning, she's going to federal prison. You're talking about what is the light source that's over me at that venue of 630 North Fern. Directed light is on the streets. Demons are stalking in the path, just like you see here, while directed light is on the ground, inexplicable light, and the fake sun is over that house where you are looking at it, where it's remained, by the way, as a matter of documentation until after 4 p.m. All right, this light source is right here over me at this building. It is not over the venues, and it is not seen mutually exclusive. It's mutually exclusive. It's not also seen piercing over that property on that specific street, let alone remaining for the duration of the day. All right, I want to show you that this is 7:38 a.m. This is P.O.C. You're also recalling my documentation where I'm in this same exact parking lot, and the state is keeping a fake sun as I'm documenting after 10 o'clock in the morning. That's also how you know that's not the sun. And that is because I'm at this particular property, because the entity is engaging in a grand departure from that presence of that light source, which would be present there at that location, maintaining relative presence at that location at that time, if that was the actual sun. But this is not the case, because while I'm at the Upland Public Library within the 10 o'clock hour, where is the light source? It's right over my head, right outside of any window that I'm looking at, remaining over the roof, just like I captured yesterday, and as I have continuously captured, keeping in perfect alignment with me. This is documentation of what is not the sun over the property where it is remaining for the duration of the day. You're talking about what is right now 7:40 a.m. The state's fake sun, not only captured in 2021, all right, but you're also going to recall this year, 2022, the state's fake sun is remaining over this same senior center. Look at where it's at. This is not different. I'm capturing it right here over the senior center where I'm sitting at these benches over here after 10 o'clock in the morning, remaining over the edge of this building all day long, remaining in alignment right here until after 4 p.m., and then engaging in what is setting at the B&G Plaza, which is south of this location on Holt Boulevard, by the way. The same Holt Boulevard where the Starbucks is, at the very end where Vineyard and Holt Boulevard is located, where the sun is remaining as of January 22nd, 2022. Recall that documentation because it remains there. It is not visible, this would be behind me while I'm at that Starbucks. It's not behind me. I'm facing east. I'm showing you what's the light source, and it remains there until the moment I get on a bus, and I show you what is the fake sun that is not in this direction. That's why it's moving in alignment with me on that bus, moving over the B&G Plaza at 9:47 a.m., and then it is placed right here at 10:06 in the morning. This is also how you know that that's not the sun. It is 7:41 a.m. The actual sun is not going to be present right here, which is not even feet up. You're talking about steps away. Hours later right here, that's remaining with the light source. All right, this is P.O.C. It is currently 7:41 a.m. This is the pattern and conduct. This is State Facilitating Venue, OVITT Family Community Library, engaging in a pattern of criminal summoning while surveillance and terrorism is underway, and documentation of what is the light source that is not the actual sun while I remain subject to that system, and documenting it, which is a constitutional and human right that American citizens shall exercise, and engaging in obstruction of justice as the OVITT Family Community Library has engaged in shall result in what is federal prison as you engage in tactics such as criminal summoning. The light source that remains here in alignment, the light source that remains over here as I documented February 4th, 2022, over the demon-possessed agency, the Ontario Police Department, who are present pursuant to the criminal summoning of OVITT Family Community Library. You're going to recall that. That is 7:35 in the morning. It is 11:25. The actual sun is not going to remain over the same sidewalk for a series of hours. There's so many vantage points where you are looking at what is revealing not the actual sun. All right, this is substantial video documentation, but this is necessary. I want to spell out what is already established with regard to documentation, but this time is relative. It's also not only probative with regard to what is today and a specific time that I'm using as an example, but again, based on the nature of what you're documenting and what I'm revealing, which is not the sun, not possibly the sun. You were talking about what is relative to the time of year as well, okay? So there is an ongoing body of evidence revealing what the state of California is engaged in, what it is doing, who it's doing it with, the people of the state, and what that environment looks like as that criminal system is underway, all right? It is currently 7:42 a.m., and this is P.O.C.